Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching from. My name is Leonard Obengo, and today on the show we have a very special guest. We are going to have a conversation about tourism, and we have managed to bring an expert who is going to inform us everything we need to know about tourism. And on the show we have none other than Mr. Derek Olwoch. He is a tourism professional, and he's going to take us through a conversation about tourism. And I'll just give him a chance to introduce himself. Mr. Derek,
yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Please, for the person who's seeing you for the first time, let them know who you are.
Well, this is Mr. Derek, as you've heard from the host. My name is Derek Olwoch. I'm a tourism professional, as you have heard. And the main reason as to why I feel the professionalism in it matters is based on the academic part of it, because it is something which I have studied up to the highest level of education or academia. At the same time, the experience and what I'm doing currently is what makes me have the pride of calling myself one of the most important asset in this particular sector. Na siwezi sahau ya kwamba what engages me currently is the task of ensuring that people wapate kile ambacho kinatakikana sana na cha maana kwa society as far as tourism is concerned. So you've heard, I'm a very nice tourism operator working with Chazlim Tours and Safaris. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. So let's start the conversation. So, Mr. Derek, you've told us you work at Chazlim Tours and Safaris. Can you please enlighten us on what it is exactly that you do as a tourism company, and what makes you different from other tourism companies out here?
Well, Chazlim Tours and Safaris, just like any other tourism company in the country, operate professionally and delivers value to its tourists. So in Chazlim Tours and Safaris, we organize trips. And these trips, we organize trips and tours, such that we have got events, calendar of events. People are visiting different places. People are having what they think is best for them. But we take care of value. So in our previous trip, we visited Nairobi, and it was just like a street walk. It was very enjoyable, and our tourists are willing, and in fact they have already booked for the next coming trip. We also organize tours, which at least takes more than a day or 3 days. You see that? So in these trips and tours, as I've said, we measure on the value, and the value is what distinguishes us from other tourism companies. So the importance in our company. So in Chazlim Tours and Safaris, we have got a big WhatsApp group, because we value the importance which is being generated from these particular activities we are organizing. So this big WhatsApp group, it carries everybody who has ever booked with us and participated in our trips, and as well as those who have been active, even if they don't participate in one, but they will later on participate in the next one, so long as they are active. So these members, there is connection in this particular group, and this connection is like a family, and the family we are having here is beneficial, such that when someone, for example, is encountering sickness, or let somebody has encountered loss in whichever way, these members, there is a way they normally do their things. They will chip in emotional, like by giving you mentorship, or trying to console you, or even giving you any support, whichever the support they think is best, depending on your situation. So that's the value our tourists normally get out of our trips and tours. You see that point?
Yes, yes.
And at the same time, if we, let's say, have a tour at or a tour which is going to Mombasa, or is going to Kisumu, whichever, or Baringo, there is this networking perspective of it. And as Chazlim Tours and Safaris, we normally take care of that, because in tourism there is no limitation, like there is no class. This person is of this class, this other person is of this class. You see that?
So basically anyone can...
Anybody, so long as you think that you can pay, or you've seen the amount which is being paid there, and you pay that amount. And the best thing and the important part of it all, these trips and tours are always cheap. They're not expensive. And I don't want people to have that in their, like that notion of expensiveness on matters tourism. Tourism is cheap, and as Chazlim Tours and Safaris, we normally have cheap trips. So regardless of class. So the perspective or the aspect of networking plays in a way that if the manager or the son of a manager of any company, for example, meets this gentleman or a lady, which a lady who is looking for employment in that case, it will become very easier interacting with this, or the interaction between these people will be very easier, because they have seen each other, they have interacted with each other, because we have given them the platform to do so. So as Chazlim Tours and Safari, we normally give platform, and it's a must. Before we begin our trip, or on that day of tour, there must be an introductory part of it. There must be a platform for people to also speak to each other, and at the end we must finalize and remind each other who we are. People normally say their names, so that's where you keep on reminding, or somebody will remember you. So if those people finalize their trips, later on they will be added in that group, and they will be friends as a family in that case. So that family is what Chazlim Tours and Safaris find very important.
Nice, interesting. Now, as someone who is in the industry, where do you see tourism in the next 5 years to come?
Tourism is growing. Tourism is not stagnant, just like technology. There are new things which are normally coming day in, day out, new changes. And if you look, for example, during the case of COVID, you would have thought that tourism was going to die.
Especially during COVID. We thought that tourism would not have a future. So
that is a very clear evidence that this industry is going to be a very strong industry. And we as the professionals, there are things we are doing behind the scene. We have got a very well planned ways in which we are going to follow, or ways which we are going to find
to grow the industry,
to help the industry grow.
Interesting.
So I think in the next 5 years, tourism will be fully recognized, like every single child in every house, for example, or anybody, even those who have never heard about tourism, they will hear about tourism and they will embrace tourism. So that's what I'm seeing and where I'm seeing tourism heading to.
Interesting. Now, as we wrap up the conversation, talk to the audience about how important tourism is, not just for the country but also just for any individual who comes from any part of the country. Talk about its importance to them and also just as a country in large.
Well, if I think, well,
yeah.
If I touches on the importance of tourism, as you've said, I want to highlight three major important key things.
Yeah.
That one is the networking part of it, and social skills, which people get out of this sector or tourism as a whole. At the same time, I want to talk about the most important part, which is the confidence in this particular area or aspect.
Yeah.
So if I look at the confidence, when somebody book a trip or book a tour to a certain place, you are changing environment. The moment you are changing environment, you are exposing yourself into a totally new environment, which is unusual to how you normally view things. Like the environment is unique, and in that case, if you go to, for example, Turkana, you will find those people, like the residents of that particular area staying there. There is a way in which they conduct their day-to-day activities. So if someone is going hungry or having a one-day meal in Turkana, and you in Kiambu, or for example in Kilifi, you are complaining or lamenting that thrice or twice, like having a meal twice or thrice is not enough. For example, a very simple one.
Yeah.
How about those who are in Turkana? So they are the people who are supposed to be lamenting the most. So that confidentiality in life plays. At the same time, let's say there is a way you normally do things. If you are a business person, and you meet another tourist who is residing at a different place or location. So during this particular moment in time, there is something you will learn from the other party or the other person.
Yeah, through networking.
That one is part of networking, yes. But that confidence, the importance of confidentiality, whereby you will find that what defeated you last time or last year because of 1, 2 or ABCD was achieved by the other tourists using this other approach. So sharing, in that case, you will have that confidence that I can make it. You see that?
Yeah.
So another thing in terms of connection, and when I talk about connection, it reminds me about the October 2025 trip we had in Nairobi, whereby there is a woman who approached us. After seeing this logo, she definitely approached us, and she told us that she is doing business in the tent. Like she's selling and hiring tents, tourism tents, camping tents, whatever. So we exchanged numbers, and that is a business in it. You see that? So that one is bringing us to bringing us into this thing called networking. You see that? So tourism is important. And the third point was the social skills. So the social skill comes in whereby there is a way in which people are living. They have got different culture, the way they are handling things. So if you find that one during that trip and you see it as a tourist, definitely there is something you learn.
Yeah, true.
So the interaction part of it, if you look at generally, the interaction part of it is what is important and fundamental in this particular case. So tourism is very important, and it is very, very much important.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. There's a lot to unpack in what you just said. A lot of insight that the audiences can get through this conversation. And I think that is a good place to call it a day. We have come to the end of our conversation with Mr. Derrick Oluoch. Thank you so much for coming. We appreciate everything that you have just informed us about. And just as you have said, book your tours with Chazlim Tours and Safaris. Where can they find you?
Well, we are in almost all the platforms. We are in Instagram, Chazlim Tours and Safaris, YouTube, Chazlim Tours and Safaris. In fact, there are a lot in that platform to YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you look at YouTube, there are a lot in that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you will find all our videos. We normally capture videos in our trips and tours. So if you book with us, definitely you will find yourself in that channel because you will form part of the family. So we are in YouTube, we are in Instagram, we are in Facebook, we are in X.
So basically your
website,
social platforms.
Website, Chazlim Tours and Safaris. So if you have anything, just book with Chazlim Tours and Safaris or ask anything in those platforms will be answered definitely.
Yes, thank you. So remember to like, subscribe and share. My name is Leonardo Bengo. See you next time.
Yes.